It is a beautiful day. Do all think the same? It's a beautiful day, isn't it? Certainly it is. It's a beautiful day, isn't it, son?
It's a terrible day. Our team lost.
It's a beautiful day, isn't it?
It's a fantastic day for me. I met my family after a long time.
It's a beautiful day, isn't it? It's a miserable day. I lost my job.
In our previous film, Discover the Path of Liberation, we explored a profound idea that the universe is not made of solid things, but is a vast ocean of quantum fields, a sea of subtle vibrations, where localized ripples briefly arise and appear as forms. What we call objects are not fixed entities. They are temporary patterns. Yet the ignorant mind mistakes these patterns for solid, independent reality. We also saw that the mind itself is not separate from this field. It too is a ripple, a dynamic event emerging from countless causes and conditions. If the mind is merely an effect of interactions within the quantum field, then each observer must experience a slightly different universe. There is no single master version of reality, only perspectives. And as you saw in our story, 5 people walked through the same park, under the same sun, breathing the same air, yet each lived in a different world. So we must ask, if reality is personal, is there no shared truth? How can one universe function if every observer carries a unique quantum experience? How can so many private worlds coexist in one cosmos? To answer this, we must look deeply into consciousness. Science tells us that human beings gather data through 5 senses: sight, sound, smell, taste, and touch. Buddhist philosophy speaks of a 6th sense, the mental faculty, the storehouse of memory, interpretation, and karmic imprints. Even when the 5 senses rest, this 6th sense continues to operate. Let us take vision as an example. Light enters the eyes, signals travel to the visual cortex, the brain processes electrical patterns. But this is only the beginning. Those signals interact karmic energy, another layer of ripples within the quantum field. Then come feeling, perception, mental formations, and finally, experience. From this interaction arises visual consciousness, not the object itself, but the knowing of it. While perception is forming, almost invisibly, the mind inserts an assumption born of ignorance. It does not pause there. The mind moves with astonishing speed. What begins as a simple visual consciousness is instantly followed by waves of mental consciousness. Memories rising, conditioning activating, old impressions surfacing from the depths. In a fraction of a second, the raw perception is wrapped in history, colored by emotion, shaped by habit. And before awareness can notice, a fully formed experience stands before us, not merely seen, but interpreted, claimed, believed. That which I see exists independently, out there, fixed and solid. This assumption is never seen directly. It feels natural. This is ignorance. We never experience the making of perception, only the finished story. That story becomes my world. Memory plays a vital role. Each new perception is compared with the past. Layer upon layer, the mind paints a convincing picture, colorful, detailed, undeniable. Over time, this process becomes automatic. We call it autopilot. Autopilot is efficient. It carries you through routines, decisions, conversations, responsibilities. From the outside, it looks like competence. But there is a cost. Autopilot narrows attention. It repeats old patterns. It reacts instead of observing. It is useful for survival, terrible for truth. Gradually, the false assumption hardens, and a small private world is born. Each being lives inside their own interpretation. Now return to our story. The elderly man sees the sun, the lake, the blooming flowers. He calls it a beautiful day. But the beauty does not exist in the sky. It arises in his mind. The young couple, wrapped in love, call it beautiful because their hearts are open. The boy, angry at his team's defeat, calls it terrible. The office worker, heavy with loss, calls it miserable. The elderly woman, reunited with family, calls it fantastic. The blind man cannot see the sun at all, yet he senses warmth on his skin, movement in the air. He knows it is beautiful. None of them experience the park itself. They experience their own consciousness. The world outside remains a dance of quantum ripples. Good and bad are born within. Even without sight, data from any sense is enough for the mind to construct a reality. And once constructed, it feels absolute. Actions then arise, through words, through gestures, but their root is mental commentary. All experience begins in the mind, then expresses through the body. So why do our personal realities align enough to form one shared universe? Because human beings live within structures of agreement. Language, culture, law, religion, social contracts. These frameworks allow our private interpretations to communicate. They synchronize our individual ripples into a workable harmony. Thus, many personal realities can coexist within one quantum sea. We do not see the world as it is. We see the world as our consciousness constructs it. The park was never beautiful. The park was never terrible. The park simply was. Each mind became the creator of its world. And so are you.